Hey guys, this is Pedro back with another interview, this time covering VCT Pacific Stage 2. My guest at this time is Fields of BOOM Esports coming off of their match against TALON in the first day of said competition where they came out on the losing end 2-0 to just start off with an 0-1 record in the group stage. And so Fields, thank you so much for the opportunity. Of course, like I said, also commiserations on the loss. Just want to start off by asking about, the series and the mindset. Obviously 2-0, I mean, not the ideal start that any team would want to have. So I want to ask you, how are you feeling? What's going through your mind regarding the series, and how's the rest of the team feeling about this match?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's not ideal start. No one wants to lose the first game, right? But I'd rather lose the first game and then qualify and do well than like do what we did last time, win all the games and then fail at the last hurdle. So maybe we get the losses out of the way early this time. Um, I think yeah, just frame it in that way and then try and make it so everyone just like understands what we're trying to work on. We've got like a short break until the next game against T1. I think only 2 or 3 days. Um, so we have to like reset our mental really quickly. I think it's like kind of a bit of a breakthrough for us as well because we've been saying for a while like about our confidence issues like in the playoffs last season and even this game again it was like a bit of confidence issues. Um, but we're more like figuring out ways to do that. We do kind of different things than we do in scrims, and I think like what we try and do in official is like we try and play perfect all the time. And I think that's also like a wrong mindset to have, like trying to just always play perfect because then you're very predictable. Everyone kind of knows what the right play is. So throwing in some like not perfect players, like not the fundamental way to play, I think it should like change up our game. And that's usually what we do in scrims. So we need to bring that back to our officials.
Given what you said about both sides of the coin in terms of like the state of the team coming into today and also facing talent with the role switches that they showed on the stage, which side
Yeah.
affected the team the most? Was it them or more so yourselves?
I mean, it was a bit of both, to be honest. Like we lost every pistol. Um, they were shooting really hard. They got like the momentum rolling nice and early. We like lost a few of the key rounds as well later in like the half, even the bonuses and like a couple of 2v1s, which shouldn't have really gone their way. That like they just hit some nice shots or we misplayed it slightly. So I think it's like a bit of both, to be honest. Like we're not in our A game right now in this like moment, and they just got a lot of momentum to begin with, and like they seem to have figured out like the way they want to play now, which is kind of different to what we previously saw. So yeah.
Of course, and obviously, despite all of this, you actually got some, or the team actually got some praise from Frost regarding your composition for Icebox. Given, as he said, nobody else really plays it except for one team, which is Heretics. In that map specifically,
Mm.
with the neon in mind, I want to ask about that. Did you draw inspiration from Heretics regarding the selection of that composition on Icebox, or was there anything that you kind of any other thing that you kind of looked at and say, "Hey, let's go for it"?
I mean, the way we kind of viewed the map at that point is like uh we were struggling quite a lot on our defense side with like the like more traditional like jet. Um, we tried like a bunch of different agents in that slot, and we felt like that was best in terms of being able to do like some like trap players, like the stun and being able to combo quite well with the util that we had, like the omen stuff. Um, didn't really see much of it today, but I think yeah, like that that map not really so much about like comp problem for us. It's more just like a general thing, which we're still like trying to figure out the map in general. Like we're not really so confident on how to defend usually, even though we didn't see many defense rounds today. Our attack is usually stronger. But yeah, we had like an idea when we saw the comp as well that they were running the Fnatic comp of how we wanted to play against it. Um, but again, we didn't really like execute it the way we envisioned before, like when we saw the comp, you know?
Yeah, I definitely understand that. And going back a little bit onto what you said regarding like state of the team, and you mentioned about the mentality and the low confidence that the team had, which especially affected them at the end of stage one, and as it looks, kind of carried over into stage two at the first week, first match. Um, how much do you feel the stage one playoff collapse, if that's the appropriate way to say it, affected the team from that point up until you know going through the break, playing through EWC qualifier, and just trying to arrive at this point at a much better level compared to stage one.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really hard thing to like fix really because it's so kind of mental things. Like you can have the best strategy in the world, you can have like all the preparation that you would ever need to like win the game, but if you're like not in the right headspace, you can't think as fast, you can't make the decisions you need to make, and that's kind of where we're at. We like didn't really take the initiative to do something. We were kind of like frozen, and they had a lot of momentum and they were feeling it, so they're just so much like snappier in their decision making, and it showed like we were not really doing anything. We weren't like disrupting them. They just had the freedom to do whatever they want, basically. Um, and yeah, it's like super tough thing to fix. But I think from the chats that we just had after the game now, I feel like it's kind of clicked in our heads of what the players can do. Like they kind of understand what is actually going on inside their own heads now. That's like one point of the problem, right? Like understanding what is going on, like why are you thinking like this, and what exactly are you actually even thinking? And a lot of them are just like trying to figure that out within themselves, and we're trying to guide them like through that, just trying to give them the confidence that they need because our scrims are good. Um, Probably heard it like a million times, but scrims are good, and even just from like stage one as well, like just when we're playing with no fear, we show like what we can do. Um, but yeah, that's it really.
It's kind of a similar trajectory compared to earlier on in the year in which you guys weren't able to win any match in kickoff, but despite that, you guys were able to have a pretty strong, not a pretty strong, but a very strong group stage in stage one, subsequently speaking. And
Yeah,
obviously, the main aim is to bounce back for the future and the rest of stage two, and the rest of the schedule is going to see teams such as you said, T1 and then PaperX and then DFM and Zeta. So that said, how do you kind of look at the road ahead for this team amidst all that's going on, and also trying to deal with the pressure of just staying up in the league?
yeah, yeah. I mean, there's in terms of like staying up in the league, it's obviously like something that everyone here wants to do. That's the main thing. Um, we have to finish above Nongshim essentially. Uh, for like the schedule, it's like we got a quick turnaround this one, and we got a decent break between T1 and PRX. But yeah, like that, we got the three like hardest games of our group on paper. Let's say, not to discredit like the Japanese teams. Um, on paper, the hardest games of our group to begin with. So I think that's always a good thing if it turns out as if it's on paper. But as we all know, like Valorant never really does. Um, yeah, I mean, we just got we just got to like change our mentality into like not really caring as much, like not playing to like trying to make the players to win the game, like not being scared to do stuff.
Of course, and hopefully you guys are able to do that much sooner rather than later, of course. And so, Fields, thank you so much for the opportunity for the interview. Really do appreciate it. And of course, best of luck in the road ahead.
Thank you very much.